Hey everyone, it's Paul with your Bold Profits Daily. Today I want to give an update on the stock market, give an update on STIXX, and answer questions that have starting to come from a lot of folks that missed getting in when prices were significantly cheaper, which is that it now turns out that the markets bottomed out around March 23rd or so. And obviously, if you were someone that was looking for lower prices, looking to time your way in, I believe that the bottom is in for the panic. And I believe that what you are seeing in the stock markets is what we have been telling you about at Bull Profits now for really many years now, which is that there is an America 2.0 bull market that is on. It is driven by technology. It is driven by demographics. It's also driven by an unprecedented period of time when you've got so many different developments going on. Obviously, there are the big technology megatrends. Then there's the emergence of entirely new industries that are created by things that were truthfully never imagined even a few years ago. Cryptocurrency is one, space is another. And so I recently got a comment from someone on YouTube that asked, hey, I came across your channel really just by chance. Is it too late? And so today I want to give an answer to this question, give an update on STIXX because that's part of the answer. And let's start with STIXX. So back on March 2nd, I told you that without paying me anything, you can get in on America 2.0 by owning 5 phenomenal, incredible ETFs. Now, for those of you who don't know what an ETF is, it's a kind of stock. It's a kind of stock that's made up of many different stocks. It's like a basket of stocks. So you buy one stock, but it represents anywhere from 30 to 50 to maybe even 100 different other stocks. And the reason why we tell you about these is that we're trying to get you to try us out, check us out, see, hey, this is Paul, dude, know anything at all. And so I came up with this acronym called STIXX, and here's my STIXX I brought so I can tell you about STIXX. So STIXX gets you into America 2.0 in full because it is comprised of 5 ETFs that start with STIXX, and it gets you really into the heart of everything, of all of the megatrends, of this demographic change driven by the millennial generation and Gen Z coming right after them. And it also really gets you into every aspect of the new America, America 2.0 that is unfolding, whether it be space, whether it be cryptocurrency. So what is this STIXX? And why do we come up with it? And why does it represent America 2.0? And why is it also an answer for those that want to try us out, want to see like, hey, I want to get in, maybe take a little bit less risk because by its very nature, an ETF, by owning 50 stocks, tends to be something quite distributed. It's less volatile. Obviously, you're taking on less company risk when you own a basket of stocks. And now if you own a total of 5 that gets you into all the different aspects of America 2.0, it means it's a sort of less risky way. It's an introductory way of sort of checking out the big themes that underpin my Profits Unlimited service, which is my flagship service. And I'll tell you how you can subscribe into that as well. So let's go into STIXX. So STIXX is the Semiconductors ETF, which has the ticker symbol SMH. And semiconductors are the heart of America 2.0. They go into everything from spaceships, and you will see them eventually going into doors, windows, roads, bridges, everywhere as we sensorize the world, digitize the world so that they can generate data, so that we can now use that data to make decisions, make maintenance decisions, replacement decisions, any number of things. However, we're going to have billions of chips, which then forms the basis for the Internet of Things and any number of additional megatrends, whether it be blockchain, artificial intelligence. Without chips, you have none of that. So that's a critical part really of every single part of America 2.0. The next one is the solar ETF, which has the ticker symbol TAN. And this is a big deal because of the fact that we are in the midst of a historic transition from carbon-based energy to more natural, sustainable forms of energy, whether it be from the sun, the wind, and it's mixed in with developments around batteries and any number of other developments. And this is a critical part of America 2.0 because it's part of this transition that's going on from America 1.0 to 2.0. And the way you can get a very general size exposure to this is by owning this ETF, which has the ticker symbol TAN. The third one is the demographic shift that is going on, which is the millennial generation and Gen Z, which is coming right after them, is soon going to represent the majority of America, and their spending decisions, their income, what they do is going to matter. And one of the critical ways by which you can get in on this is by owning stocks that are exposed to housing. And we have not been building enough houses since 2008. So there's a housing shortage relative to the demand that is out there from these two generations. And I believe that that is, in all likelihood, a decade plus development. It's very difficult to suddenly just turn on building houses. You need land. It's a structural issue. This is something that's hard to do. So the way to get in on that is through a housing ETF that has the ticker symbol ITB. And that gets you into another critical part of America 2.0, which is demographic change. The third one is biotechnology, precision medicine, the role of genetics in medicine, which is something that has come about as a result of developments over the last 30 years or so. Sort of really, if you want a kickoff point with the sequencing of the human genome that really set this off. And I believe this is one of the great revolutions where we are going to be displacing all of the science that was created sort of in the previous 100 years as represented by companies like Merck and Pfizer. And yes, for sure, they have some of it. However, the nature of stock markets is that the new companies eventually dominate, the old companies fade away. And the way to get access to it is to own the companies that belong to the America 2.0 that have bet all in on precision medicine, that are bet all in on molecular diagnostics, that are really completely tied in terms of their science, their development, their business model to these new developments. And the way to get access to that is through this biotech ETF, which has the ticker symbol XBI. And the cool thing about this ETF is that unlike other ETFs, which are weighted based on the company side, this is just equal weighted. That means if a small company goes up a lot, this ETF is going to go up a lot as well. So it's one cool aspect to XBI. The last one is the industrials ETF, and many people will probably roll their eyes like, Paul, industrials? What are you thinking? Well, just think when the millennial generation and Gen Z go to buy houses and put things in it, well, who's going to make it? Well, it's the industrial companies of America that are going to help make it, make the machines that help make it. And then they also are going to participate in the creation of new industries like space. We're going to need a lot of that industrial capability and capacity to be able to do what we want to do. The industrial sector is also the place that is going to incorporate new technologies and new fields, including photonics and 3D printing and haptics. And these are all developments that are going to make the sector incredibly productive and I believe make it a superstar sector for our overall economy. And then there's also the aspect of us reindustrializing our country after 20 years, after shipping jobs and manufacturing and all our capabilities to other countries, China, Mexico, and others. We're bringing that back. And this is a way to get in on what I believe is a historic shift that is going to happen. America going back to making things and also making things for new industries, new capabilities out there. So that's my STIXX trade, STIXX, 5 incredible, phenomenal ETFs that can help you get into this stock market if you are unsure about what you are looking to do. And I tell our folks at Profits Unlimited, which is my flagship service, which generally for the first year goes for about $50, that they should follow what we call the rules of the game. And we'll put a link in for all of you for a free rules of the game PDF that you can download and look at. And that's the way I would tell you to buy in. On the other hand, if you would like to get laser-focused America 2.0 stocks, all of these same things except through individual stocks that are laser-focused, because remember, an ETF is general. It's got a lot of stocks in there, and there are some America 1.0 stocks that are in there too, and that can't be helped because they just kind of create a list and then try to invest in it. You want a laser-focused view of America 2.0, these mega trends, everything that's going on. Well, click on the strong hands above, and that is going to take you to my America 2.0 presentation, which will tell you about this incredible development, this historic moment in our country and in our society, and shows you how you can get in on this. All right, so if you like the content of this channel, please subscribe to this channel, give this a thumbs up, comment below, and also you can follow me on Twitter at MampiliGuru, and I'll have another one of these for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.